Initiating uplink. Transdimensional frequency. Broadcasting. Riftcam. Online. Connection status. Live.
Is she asleep? Great. This doesn't work if she's unconscious. Yeah, good idea. Wake her up.
Hello? Hello? I knew it. I knew it in my heart. I knew you'd be back. I knew it. I was waiting all week and I was really nervous that it wouldn't happen, but also I was really nervous that it would, so I don't know what to think right now because I'm kind of happy, but I'm scared. Alright,
Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. Or whatever it is people eat.
maybe let's just go to sleep again. I think that's a good idea. Because I'm tired. I'm really tired.
No, no, no. Don't let her sleep.
I don't want to eat cats. You guys Oh. Kane said that you guys weren't gonna come back and that it was just a birthday thing. And I was hoping it was a birthday thing. Like a magical kind of birthday thing. But it's really here. Oh no. This is bad. Why are you guys here now? Why did you guys leave? I don't. You were supposed to be around with Kane. I was supposed to show you guys to Kane, and then we can show him Minesweeper and our high score because we won. Remember? You were there. We won. I think you were there. I remember a lot of your voices. Oh, I'm hearing Fox and Ark and Zoodle again. Huh. Huh. Stream of what? I don't really get that. You weren't allowed to come back. I don't understand. I don't. Let me get closer. You weren't allowed to come back. But I was waiting for you. After Kane is babe, have you ever... You know I'm not allowed to do any kissing. I am 18 now though, so I guess I could if I wanted to. But no. No kissing yet. I'm sorry, it would have come sooner. Alright, I'm a little bit upset that you didn't because Kane was here the whole time. I'm a little bit upset because I really wanted you guys to meet Kane. I was sleeping for a lot of it though. He had me go through a lot of the tests. in the sleeping box, of course. So I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit sleepy right now. Caleb is mean. You guys are talking about Caleb again. You guys really like Caleb, huh? I've never met him. It's not up to us when we're here. Okay, who's it up to? Because it's not up to Kane. And it's not up to me, because if it were up to me, you guys wouldn't have left. You guys would not have left. But if you're saying that you didn't leave on purpose, then I forgive you. I'll forgive you then. I guess I did get upset last time when you guys left. Maybe you guys got a little bit scared. I've been here the whole time, but then why weren't you talking? Then why weren't you talking? You think it's because Kane was here that you weren't allowed? Kane? Huh. Well, that's really weird. I'm trying to think. Mind being soup is tiring. My mind is soup. Yeah, it is tiring when mind is soup, because my mind is soup right now. No, I didn't hear you. Caleb wanted time with Kane. Oh, that makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense. Because I think Kane is dead, and if he's not dead, then Caleb would have been around, and then Caleb would have been here, and then I would have been able to talk to Kane and Caleb, which would have been nice. That would be 2 people. It's been a while since I spoke to 2 people that weren't possibly in my head, but probably not imaginary.
We have not spoken to each other. She even mixes up our names. Silly girl. Her brain is soup indeed.
Lovers. I don't think Kane has a lover. I don't think he does, but I'll ask him, because I thought that he didn't have a lover, because he's here all the time. You know, he has a lot of work, but he might, I guess. He doesn't really like it when we talk about personal stuff. He likes it when we talk about work and how I'm feeling. And, you know, he had a lot of questions. Kane is dead. No. Caleb. Caleb is dead, not Kane. Kane is okay. Kane is good. Yeah, he's married to his work. Exactly. That's a good way of putting it, because in a way, you know, I'm kind of his work, so it's almost like we're married, but we're not. We don't do the things that married people. They get to kiss. We don't get to kiss. Are you work or personal? I am work. I am work. I'm a lot of work, and he's been really busy this past couple of days, you know, like working on making sure that I'm okay, because I was scared and sad and married like holding hands. Yeah. Yeah, Kane, he was really surprised by my levels. He said that my levels hadn't been like this since I was a kid. It's been years and years and years since I've been anything like this. He asked me what you guys sound like. And I said, you guys all sound very different. And you talk to me like you can see me. And he said, well, they can't see you if they're in your head. I said, I know. That's weird. And he said, yeah, Sophie, that's weird. Well, I guess I'm a little weird. I guess we're a little weird here. But that's fine. Maybe we're not just in your head. Maybe because you were gone, so maybe you wandered off. And you wandered away for a bit to be in other people's heads. I'd rather you were in my head. Rather you were here in my head than other people's heads, but, if you have other things to do, I can't really help that. Because if you're real, you're gonna be wandering off. You do wander off into other people's heads. I knew it. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. You can be in other people's heads too. That's fine. I'd rather that you were in my head. Even if Kane, well, there is Kane to think about, I guess. Okay. Oop, found the police. Don't call the police on me, please. Everything's fine. You're in my head now. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you. That makes me feel better. Kane was asking me what you guys were saying. And I told him that a lot of you were saying really nice things. Like you called me pretty. And because you could see me. And that you said I was smart. But then you also said some bad things. I remember. You said some things like the K word. You said the K word. And we're not supposed to say the K word. And I didn't tell him who you said to K. Ketamine, I don't know what that is. Crystal crack? I don't know what that is. Kiss? I didn't tell him about the kiss. No, I didn't say that because I didn't want him to get
Alternate
scared.
frequencies have overlapped. Adjusting. Calibrating. Stream should be clear now.
That word. The K word. Yeah. The M word too. I didn't tell him that you said that I should do it to... I didn't tell him that you said that you should do it to him. But I did say that it was in my head. And he got really worried. And he said, do you feel safe? He said, do you feel safe? Eyes got dark. Oh, I didn't notice. He was like, do you want to hurt yourself? He said, Sophie, if you want to hurt yourself, you have to tell me. I said, no. I don't want to hurt myself. I only thought about hurting other people. But not a lot. Only, and it's okay to ignore those voices. That's what Kane said. And that's what some of you guys said too. It's okay to ignore the voices that make us feel weird. Because these voices make me feel kind of weird. Oh, I've been cold recently too. That's why I have this blanket on. It's not my favorite blanket, but I like it. Pick who you want to listen to. Yeah. And terror math is scary. Fox is nice. Dumpsterina's nice. I'm happy you're back. Dumpsterina, I'm happy you're back. I was worried that I wouldn't hear any of you again, especially the nice ones. I was a little bit worried if terror math would be back.
Heating is expensive.
And
their budget is
I was
slipping.
kind of hoping that Honey would be back because they talked about some of the stuff in the shower, which was fun to talk about, but they also said kill stuff a lot, so I was conflicted about honey. I'm happy to hear you guys though. Yeah. I also was not stressed. Kane kept asking me, "You feel stressed? Is that why you're hearing stuff more?" I said, "No, I don't feel stressed. I felt stressed when I heard the voices because it hurt my head." I'm so sleepy. I'm sleepy.
Wake her up.
I'm glad I'm not stressed too. We hurt your head when we talk? A little bit, but that's okay. Because I'd still rather you were around. Night. Oh, I'm standing. Oh, I gotta stay awake. It's okay. Oh. Here. Yeah. I even told Kane was like, "You feel safe?" And I said, "Yeah, I feel safe when you're around, Kane." I told him that. I was very brave because I didn't know if I could tell him that. I said, "Do you feel he said, "Do you feel safe?" And I said, "Yeah, I feel safe when you're around, Kane." And he didn't leave my side all week. He even had a meeting to go to with one of the CROs. CROs are very important. He is not a CRO, he is a doctor. And he is also, I think it's called a director. No killing. And see how I didn't even kill? That was great because I said no.
It was annoying. I had plans this week and he wouldn't leave.
I think it was Thursdays is usually when he goes on meetings, but he didn't. He stayed with me the whole time. Saturday once he said, "Your levels have been normal and we did the tests and you need to heal up, so I'm gonna go to a meeting. But now you're back." When he left, you're right. That sounds like not a coincidence. The opposite of a coincidence. I think it's the opposite of a coincidence. Caleb had a date.
Disgusting.
Maybe. Kate doesn't like to talk about Caleb. I wonder if that's why. I wonder if it's because Caleb's not dead. Caleb's alive. And they're seeing each other in secret. I would be upset because I would want to talk to Caleb too. And just talk to him about stuff. Like, we could even talk about Kane if he wanted. That would be fine to have a conversation. It would just be a conversation. We would just be talking about him. And how we feel about him. Which is fine. We both really like him if he's dating him. But he might not be. He still might not be. What would you say to Caleb right now if you could? Are you dating Kane? Are you? Because that's okay. I just want to know. I just want to know. No, even if he was dating Kane, I wouldn't want him to hurt him. I wouldn't want to hurt him, and I wouldn't want Caleb to hurt him. No, that would be bad. If Caleb hurt him, we'd have a problem. But I wouldn't hurt Caleb because it would make Kane happy. Kane would be happy with someone, and that makes me happy, even if it's not with me. It's adorable how much Caleb loves Kane. So it's true though, you're saying, right? It's like really for real. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not upset. That's fine. I'm just, I'm gonna think about that in my head. And that's fine. I'm happy. I'm actually really happy. You can't tell, but I'm really happy right now. This is my happy face. Just kidding, that's not my happy face. I am happy though. I think the voices are messing with you. They do that. Because Tara is saying that Kane's corpse is under bed, and I think that that's not true. I don't think that there's any There's nothing under the bed. I double checked just in case. Yeah, there's nothing under the bed. He was lying. You're right. The voices can be lying sometimes. Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Now I know. Now I know. It's okay to be jealous. I'm not jealous. I don't feel jealous at all. I don't feel jealous. No, that's funny. No, I don't feel jealous. I feel happy. Cause they're kissing. Cause they're kissing. Yeah, I feel happy. Oh, she saw it, honey. So she saw it. I can't tell if she's lying or not. You know what? No. I'm gonna get some water. Let's go ahead and get some water. Yeah, that's fine because we're happy. And when we're happy, we drink water. Right, guys? Let's all get some water. Yay! I said that we were gonna be doing. I don't know. They said that we were gonna, like, have things to do and stuff. And we were gonna have some... they're gonna be kissing and stuff, and I don't really know if that's true or not because that isn't water. You're lying again, and this time I know because I can see it. Hey, what? Everyone? I read this in a book. Everything and everyone that is alive needs water. You need water. You can't hate water. You need it. That's what Kane told me too, because when I was little, I didn't like water that much. I wanted milk a lot of the time, because sometimes I would leave it out too long so that it got a little bit stinky, because that's where it tastes the best. But he said water is important too. Yeah. Milk is good. Even when it's stinky. Yeah. Maybe,
She likes her
you don't
milk
like
curdled.
it, but it's good. Pasteurized milk. Oh, I feel
And
like
chunky.
I've heard of that. I feel like I've heard of pasteurized milk, but I haven't had it in a while. But I feel like I used to have that. Yeah, that was really, really good. Cheese and yogurt, what happened when milk is left for long in a special way? I don't know if it turned to cheese or yogurt. Maybe cheese, but not yogurt, because yogurt's sweet. Yeah, one time I had yogurt with honey in it. It was okay. Yeah, I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite. I like yogurt in general, though. Depends on how you let your milk spoil. I don't know if it was spoiled. I don't know if it was spoiled, but yeah, it was It was stinky. Yeah. And I was been eating the ramens that he gave me too. Oh, they're so good. I haven't had any yet, but he even got me some extra spicy ones. Some really, really spicy ones. I like spicy stuff, but I'm not the best at, like, it does hurt my mouth and my face a little bit, but it's good. It's like, ooh, it hurts, but ooh, it's good at the same time, because it's like, ooh, you know. I don't know if you've ever felt like that, but I felt like that, especially with spicy stuff. Yeah. Milk helps with spicy food. I might have had them at the same time, back when there were more doctors around, because I used to eat a lot when there were more doctors around. They used to give me all kinds of foods and give me all different kinds of tests. Yeah. One of the tests that they gave me was, they even brought some animals in one time. That was amazing. I got to see different ones. I saw a cat for a little while, but I couldn't touch it. The cat didn't seem to like me too much. I saw a dog, and it was pretty much the same thing. I saw some bugs.
I should prepare a spicy ramen challenge for the girl.
Some fish. I saw some fish, and I saw one with tentacles. What do you call those? Squid maybe, or octopus. I think it was an octopus. Did you test what the animals taste like? Well, I did have some taste tests, yeah. They gave me some chicken, and they said, what does that taste like? I said, good. They gave me some beef, and they said, what does that taste like? I said, good. And then they gave me some shrimp, and they were like, what does that taste like? I said, wow, this is really good. Yeah, so I've taste tested some animals before. They never gave me cat or dog. I would be lying if I said I wasn't curious. I am a little bit curious, but not so curious that I would hurt one. Octopus, yeah. Scrimp, delicious. Yeah, I agree. I liked the octopuses. They were really interesting. They didn't seem to be scared of me like the other ones. It seemed like they wanted to touch me. And I wanted to touch them because they look slimy. But they said I shouldn't because I might hurt the octopuses. But I liked them. They were interesting. And they had beautiful eyes. They're so different than the eyes of a dog or a cat. I've seen reptiles too. They seem indifferent. They are different, and they were indifferent. Enough hentai to know what would have ended up. I don't know what that is. If Dr. Hawatori was around, I would ask him because he knows Japanese and he tried to teach me a little bit. Good, yeah. Maybe they sense something about me. I don't know what there would be to sense but that I'm dangerous. So I don't think that they sensed very much because they wanted to get closer, and that's the opposite of what anyone should do with me. Let's head back. I like looking in the other mirror because that's the one that Kane usually sleeps in. Kane sleeps behind this one sometimes. He'd be right there, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could see him, but I can't. But just knowing he's there makes me happy.
Octopi are uncharacteristically protective of 50F I3.
Sometimes I'll put my head against the mirror like this, and I'll just, it's nice to Just know that there's someone there. Knock on the mirror. Okay. I'm gonna do a little knock. Kane! They're back! They're back again, Kane! Kane! Kane. I knocked really hard, but
Kane is not here.
it didn't happen.
If he was, I would not be streaming.
I did just turn 18, but he's my doctor. We're not actually married. And even if we were, I think that'd be okay. I don't see anything wrong with that. Because he spends a lot of time with me, so I think it's okay. Yeah. And I'm old enough to kiss now, so it's okay. We never kissed before, so it's fine. You think you're only gonna be here when Kane's not? I hope that's not true. I really, really, really want you to meet Kane. Like, really, really, really badly. Please, please do your best to not leave when Kane comes back, okay? Promise me that you'll do your best. I don't want you to leave when Kane comes back, and possibly I don't want you to leave forever. You'll try? Okay. Caleb says, okay, we're talking about Caleb again. Caleb says he won't let us if Kane is around. What? Caleb said this? Caleb said that he couldn't be around me? That's very different than what we were thinking about before. Because before, it was just that they were dating. And that was, that was fine. It was fine. But if he says that we can't be around, then, there's going to be maybe some kind of problem. I don't... not a very bad problem or anything. It's just enough of a problem so that there's, we would just have a talk. Enough of a problem to have a conversation, but he's ignoring me. And he's talking to Kane and not talking to me. So, Interesting. He can't stand Kane. Why would he? Kane is pretty amazing. Okay. I'd understand if they were dating because Kane is amazing. Kane is the best. But if he doesn't like Kane, I don't even think I care to meet him. I don't know what he has to do with the voices. I don't know what he has to do with Kane. I don't know why you keep talking about, oh, Caleb. Who is he? Huh? Explain. Because I don't know, and I feel like you guys are keeping secrets from me. He's not ignoring. Biggest priority. I hope so. I know he has other stuff, but, I hope he understands that I am important too. Squid. I miss the squid. I miss it. More squid. I'll tell Kane. We gotta bring a octopus or a squid. There's a giant squid in the fence. Tara likes to lie. Tara's a liar. I can tell now, Tara. I can tell. You hear me? I know now. I'm getting smarter. Go look. I can't reach them. I can't reach them. Oh. Yeah. That surprised me, some kind of cephalopod to be in Rift. Cephalopod. I know octopuses and I know squids, but I don't know cephalopods. I would probably like them, because if I like octopuses and squids, you know, I would probably like them too. Pencil Caleb.
We have many a cephalopod within the facility.
How tall am I? I am 5 feet and 4 inches. I forgot how many centimeters. I think it's like 160, somewhere around there. Short. I don't think that's short. 5, 4. Yeah, see, look. I'm gonna stand all the way back here so you can see all of me. Or I can see all of me because it's a mirror, but, you know, I can see all of me when I stand all the way back here. Yep. 5, 4. You're taller than me. I didn't even think of you guys having any kind of height. I just think of you as your voices in my head. Like a gnome. No. Not like a gnome. Like a I guess like a gnome. Okay. That was valid, actually. I can't think of anything else, so I guess like a gnome. Gnomes are way shorter, trust me. Have you seen a gnome before? I don't know. A dwarf. I read about dwarfs in stories. They were nice. They helped a girl. There were a lot of them. I can't remember the story. It was about a girl. I used to read stories more. Maybe we should read them again because it's been a little while. But I remember a story about a girl and some dwarfs. Yeah. Am I really as tall as a gnome? Am I really as tall
Reference
as a gnome?
recognized. Diggy diggy hole.
Snow White. That was it. Wow. You guys are so smart. Yeah, that was it. Snow White. I remember now. She ate something like, and she had skin. Yeah, I remember. She was very pretty. Snow White eats octopuses.
She ate something and she had skin. Wonderful summary.
I don't think it was that. I think it was an apple. That was right. Thank you, honey. It was an apple. Yeah, a poisoned one. That's right. It was poisonous. Yeah. And then she fell asleep, I think. Yeah, she fell asleep. Yeah, okay. I think that was it. Yeah, fell asleep. And then a stranger kissed her. In her funeral? That sounds bad. I don't remember that part of the story. Wow. Wow.
At Arcadian 75 this accurate.
I'm not prettier than Snow White. She was the prettiest. But thank you. Thank you a lot. You know, and then King kissed her too. King kissed her. Oh. I think Thank you guys for the stories. Maybe we should read one soon. I would really have fun with that if we were able to read stories together. Because it's been a while. Again, they used to do all these things with me. We used to do so many more things together with me and the doctors. And even though it was work, even though it wasn't always fun, like with Kane has fun with me. Yeah. Kane would be my prince. If I was a princess, Kane would be the prince. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that. Because we're not supposed to say stuff like that. But yeah. I just keep thinking about Princess Sophie. That would be... Wow. A lot of princesses. I remember there was a princess who was alone for a long time. A lot of princesses are alone for a long time. I don't think I'm a princess because I was born here. I think most princesses aren't born where they live most of the time. But maybe. Is it just me or is it getting hotter? Is it just me or is it getting a little bit hotter? I think I'm going to take this off right now because... yeah, I feel better. Ugh. Hot for Kane. Rapunzel had long hair. I remember that. Rapunzel had long hair. I have long hair too. I could be like Rapunzel. You guys could be my dwarves. No, you're my voices. You're my voices. I'm learning to like and respect my voices because they're real. They're real. They're not fake like dwarves. I don't think dwarves are actually real because I only read about them in stories. You break. Any point you look at your reflection and break into musical, odds are you're a Disney princess. I have sang a lot. I've sang a lot. I usually only sing one song because it's my favorite song. You want me to sing it again? I'm gonna do it. Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
She's never even seen a star. She definitely wonders what they are.
Star, how I wonder what you are. That's my favorite song. I sing it a lot. I didn't remember all of the lyrics this time. I'm sorry. But it is my favorite song. Sometimes I just forget stuff. Even though I'm feeling smarter right now. A star princess. Star princess. That would be great. I'd have a crown with stars on it. That'd be beautiful. Wow. I would love that. Maybe I'll ask Kane, even if it's not a real crown. We could just sit around and look like a princess. That does sound fun, even if it's not real. Because you guys are real. I know it. Last time I was really confused. I wasn't sure if you were real. I'm still a little confused. I'm confused all the time. But I think you're real. Yeah. I think you're real. not imaginary. You guys lie too, though, so. I don't lie very much. I've only lie in emergencies. Yeah. Liars are real too. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, liars don't have to be imaginary. I'm confused right now too. I'm confused. We can both be confused. Thank you. We'll both be confused. Yeah. Okay. So before I sing or dance anymore, because I don't know, I'm feeling good, and maybe we should sing and dance. But before I do any more of that, I promised Kane that I would do some meditations, and last time, that was one of the things that I lied about. I said I did meditations, but I didn't. So, I'm gonna do a little bit, okay?
Do not let her meditate. I've prepared a special program for the girl. Something to open her mind to what can be done beyond the boundaries of her bedroom. Ask her to play some video games.
Meditating is lame. No, I mean, it's a little bit boring sometimes. Play a game again. Okay, I played a lot of games when you guys weren't here because I thought that they would bring you back. I was like, they liked games. They like games. They like games. We're gonna play games. And then I sat down and I played so much Snake. And I lost at Minesweeper again. I hadn't won since you guys were back. But I played so many games. I don't know what a Dorito is. But, yeah. What was I talking about? It's Saturday. Let's play games. Okay. I mean, if you guys really like games that much, we can play one. But, I'm gonna do a meditation because I can't keep lying to Kane, and he made me promise. I don't break promises. I don't break promises. Never. Because that's one of the things that I promised. So I'm going to do one meditation. I'm going to do it. Yeah. Playing games can be a form of meditation. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Distract her. Let her know there is something brand new on her computer.
I'm gonna go in my box. I take out my poems because my poems are what I do when I'm bored and when I'm sad. And I was actually pretty bored and sad without you guys around recently. So, this is how I'm gonna read just one, okay? Just one. Caleb uploaded lewds of him and Kane on your computer. What's a lewd? I don't know what that is. Are there pictures of Kane on my computer? There are pictures. Click, click. No, I'm not seeing any. Right here. I'm not seeing any. I think you guys were lying. I didn't see any in there. I'm not really sure why, but sometimes. a second. It looks like something was uploading. Proxy does that sometimes. Sometimes Proxy gets weird. I'm looking for the pictures. Any picture would be fine. It doesn't have to be a special kind of picture. You guys were lying. Must have been the win. In a game file. There are no game files. Oh, what's this? This is weird. Usually I'm in a box, but I'm not showing up on a box right now. That's weird. No, this is just the time. Actually, that's not the time. What is that? It says, please enter the current time. What time is it? It says on my clock that it is 6:57. 6. I went past it. 6. Wait. Did it go backwards too? Oh, it went to 5. 6. Oh, they changed this. 6. 5. Is it still 7?
She'll get there.
I'll put 8 for now. This is different. Proxy's never done this. Maybe Kane's gonna show up. Okay, do I look good? I have to make sure that Kane looks. I have to make sure I look. I'm hanging on. Kane. 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 I'm waiting. Oh, I just clicked my mouse. Before we get started, can I just say something? Kane? Thank you for setting up the clock both times you booted up the game. Oh. Huh. Okay. I don't know what it's talking about right now. But that's cool. You're welcome. You're welcome. Is Proxy talking to me? I am paying attention. The doctors always tell me to pay attention. Favorite time. Okay. Video game. What's my favorite time? I don't know. I'm not really sure. That's a good question. Proxy's acting weird. I tried. Sounds are coming from the game, not your head. Huh? Okay. That's different. Oh, this is pretty different. Let's see. I'm gonna hit begin the game in a second. Make sure the volume isn't too loud. Sometimes my games play really loud, so I learned how to change the volume on them. A gift? You think Kane put this on here? Maybe Caleb? I'm thinking about Caleb. I don't know who Caleb is. Caleb doesn't like me. He's never showed up. Caleb would have showed up by now if he liked me or cared about me. Caleb's with us now. You just can't hear him. Can't hear him like we can. So you guys have voices. So wait, my voices have voices inside of their voices. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you guys had voices too. I have voices and you have voices. Kind of like this screen. There's a screen inside of the screen. Inside of the screen. That's pretty interesting. You even have homes. I thought your home was my head. This is confusing. Okay, I'm gonna start. Begin the game. If this is a game. I'm not sure.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Good for Stanley. Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Okay.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa. Guys, when I move the mouse, it moves too. What is this? So I'm looking at the ceiling. No, not at all like a real video game, like something completely different. Not at all like a real video game. Look at this. It's um it looks kind of like outside. I've seen some of the outside when I went out that one time, that bad day. I don't like remembering the bad day, but it was so interesting to see all the new stuff. Look at all of these new things. Wow. This is crazy. Look at all these things. There's a cup. There's a sharpener. There are papers. There's a light. There's a clock. If you press W, A, S, and D, you can move Stanley around too. W. Oh! I was pressing E. W. Oh. I'm getting dizzy. The clock is wrong. Yeah, that's not the real time. But this is about Stanley. So maybe Stanley has a different time. W. Oh my, can I leave? W. W. I'm gonna do it. W, 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 W.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Someone please teach her she can hold the keys down.
W, 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 W. You hold it down, you keep going. Wow,
No matter how
I'm
hard
running.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Co-workers. So it's almost like I'm Kane. Because Kane works on computers and he has other doctors that he talks to. Who's this other voice? The other voice is... I can hear it's coming, not from my head, but it sounds like... I don't know, this is very confusing. Look at all this. Huh. Kind of in the same boat. I don't have any co-workers. Find Kane. Find Kane? You think I can find Kane in this game? Who farted? That's funny. Oh! I'm on it! I'm standing on the desk. Wow. Number 1, Dad. He's a dad. I like work. I just hate my boss. Oh, uh-oh. Mile? What are these numbers? I wonder if this is their name. 431, 432. I guess Stanley is special. Stanley has a special name. Like Kane. See, he's more like Kane. Is there someone in here? No. Knock everything off the desk. cat. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, I can't. Meow, 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 meow. I can't. What else is there? Is there anything else here? Papers? This looks like the other place. More computer stuff. Sophie! Hi! Jared 8! D. Hi! That's okay. You can be around and not talk, but you were here. I felt like you were here. That might be why. Yes. Look at this. I don't know if you can see, because sometimes you can see what it is that's on the screen, but I've never seen this before. If I hit W, I go forward. W, 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 W. And if I hit D, I go backwards. D, 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 D. Ah. Right. And then if I press it, I go running. I go so fast. Oh, I forgot where I came from. I think I came from there because there are papers on the floor. Be my Valentine. That's sweet. Yeah. It's like I'm moving, but I'm not. I'm standing still. And it looks almost like I'm in the game. Things are different. Oh, look at that. The outside. Wow. It's beautiful. Don't get motion sick. I do get a little dizzy. Thank you. I'll try not to get motion sick. But wow, how can I get sick looking at this? It's beautiful. Wow, I don't want to go anywhere else. Oh, there's other paintings too. There's a leaf. Wow. Oh, uh-oh. Someone spilled something. Uh-oh. I hope they don't get in trouble. I hate Mondays. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there's another picture in there, but I can't see it that well. Oh, what can I get through? Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Entered the door on the left. Okay. Okay. Right door. What? They said left. Don't listen to the voices, but you're a voice. This one is a different voice. I shouldn't listen to the different voice. Don't have to obey. I know, I like to obey. I like to be good. And good people obey the rules.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wow. Oh, I can't touch that. I'm sorry. Decide which voices to listen to and which don't. Okay. Oh. Science. Oh. I like science a lot, but I don't really understand it that well. Oh. About a boss. I don't have a boss. personal conflict. I don't know what that means. Oh. These are my dreams for the future. Pollution. I don't dream about pollution though. Talk less. Talk less. Okay. Shh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay. I just want to see everything.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Well, sometimes I want to look at stuff. Like, it's not actually empty.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Why is
He wasn't even
talking?
doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's
looking at
literally
stuff.
just standing there doing sweet FA.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. This voice
Are you
kind of...
are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I just said because I like to look around and stuff. I like to look at what's happening. And it's not empty. You said it was
You
empty.
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I hope I'm not in trouble.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
I just
Maybe
wanted to
when you
look
go
around.
talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I don't have any friends. I don't think he can
Stanley
hear me.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this
King.
computer is dead. They have
I'm
fallen prey to any
dead.
number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the
King.
long-term sustainability of your
King.
species. Please
Am I
remove
dead?
their corpse
I'm
from the
really
area
scared. I
and
don't know what's
instruct
happening
another
right now.
human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay.
Ah, second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I'm the same person that was playing before. You were really mean, and my name isn't Stanley, it's 50FI3, but this is a story about Stanley. Okay. So Stanley was supposed to... I'm so confused. This is confusing.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, that's right. I'm not 50FI3. I'm Stanley. I'm fat and ugly. I would do hookers. I don't know what that means. I'll have any hooks. I know, he called me stupid. He called Stanley stupid and ugly, technically, but that was still really mean. Oh. Executive bathroom. There's another picture in here. Oh. Soap. Mirror. Oh, I can't see myself. Huh. Oh. It's writing. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. I don't think that rhymed. Also, you should not ever, 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 ever steal money. That's a bad thing to do. I wonder who wrote that. I hope I did not. I hope Stanley didn't write that. Extreme bathrooms. Oh, this is pretty extreme. It's more like extremely clean. My bathroom isn't this clean. It's the boss's bathroom. Oh. Maybe the boss wrote it, you're right. Huh. Okay. Huh. Oh. Can I sit? Yeah. I'm sitting. Oh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I understand. I understand, Stanley.
Stanley just sat around twiddling
voices
his
in his
thumbs.
head.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I have voices in my head too. So me and Stanley have the same thing. And the voices saying mean things like my voices do. And they're telling me things I shouldn't know. This is interesting. Oh, so it's a game about whether or not you should listen to the voices in your head.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, it did it by itself. Yeah, I didn't even put the number in. Does the voice control the stuff around me? Huh. I guess it's not just voices in his head. This is something more. The voice is mean. Super bright. W. Oh, that's scary. I can't see anything here. Okay. Down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Like me. 'Cause I never. Oh, ah! I never had voices before that could see me or hear me until my birthday. That was a special day for me, so I guess this is a special day for Stanley. Are we trapped?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Here.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's bad. Stanley went in there? W, 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 W. Escape. Oh no. Run! Yeah, let's run. Okay.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of
Curious.
this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Voices are liars. Voices do lie sometimes. How would he know? Poof. I don't want to go poof. Snap. That's different. Its sign did say escape. Should I listen to the sign or what the voices tell me? Keep going. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. I don't think that the mean
The
voice
door
knows
behind him
what's
was not shut.
going on.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
W, 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 W.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and
Yes.
willingly confront his death.
W. 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 Will I die if I go in there? Will I die if I go in there? Will I die if I go in there?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. and so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Did I kill Stanley? I'm fine. I'm fine. Is this what being dead is like? I can still move. Was it lying? I heard another voice this time. I think it was also from the game. This is the scariest video game I've ever played. Minesweeper is pretty close, actually, but it's still scary. Stanley, that's my name. Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Oh.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Stanley's making his own choices. Stanley is dead. It's confusing.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? These are the pictures of the outside. Dead, free, tomato, tomato, tomato. You can't live without death. But you can't live with death either, so I'm confused. These are so beautiful. I've heard of these. This is called a mountain. I think it's just an illusion. I don't know. I've seen people die. And they didn't get back up. Oh, wow. So green. Green is my favorite color. Oh, the ocean. It's a picture of the ocean. Wow. It just kind of stops after a certain point. Oh. I don't know if that... I think that's the ocean too. Wow. Huh. What's this? Two doors. Filing cabinets. I think this is a map. A map of the office, yeah. I have killed people. I hate thinking about it. Stanley's computer. Oh. Nobody's here. Nobody's here. There aren't even any dead bodies on the ground. Oh, I have that game. I don't like to play it, but I have that game too. Nobody but me. And the voices. The voices too. So clean and white. Yeah. It makes different noises. Oh, it makes the same noise. Okay. Oh. Credits. So these... Davy Wren, William Pugh, Crows. I like that name. Dominic, John, Tom Schlee, Jan Strotman, Kevin Brading. 21st Century Toys. Okay, this is interesting. Kevin Brighting. That's the voice's name? Okay. His name is Kevin. Maintenance room. What is all this stuff? Money. I've seen pictures of money before. Oh. Lights. What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. Partner, Anthony, alias business broker partners. These are business emails. At reference. Oh. Freedom ending. So Stanley gets freedom at the ending? It looks like I'm outside. Look at the fight. I'm outside. Wow. I'm gonna go like a tree. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's like I'm there. I mean, I'm not, I'm here. But it's like I'm there. I hear beeping. Oh. Ah. Okay, I won't like Proxy. Kane's told me that before too. Oh. Huh. Let's find the outside. Yeah, let's go find the outside. Oh. Huh?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Ooh.
How they both wish to be free.
Will this turn Proxy off?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Alright. Quit? No? He's tricking me. But I don't want to die. Don't stop. We'll be brave.
Want it to be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Oops.
I'm back. Huh. Out the window. There was no window. I would have jumped out the window if I saw it. I think I did splat, but I'm here again. This is... I remember being here. Hate Mondays. Huh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Windows. Oh, why are the windows so bright? Can I jump out? I can't jump. Oh, it's so bright. Oh, it is like starting a new board. He reset it. He reset it. Do you reset when you die? There's no outside. Why not? Papers. Valentine. I'm hungry now. Feel it. Salty. Awaiting input. Oh. Yeah, true. When you die, you restart in Minesweeper and in Snake. The scarier games. How come only one thing happened? I want... Huh. Try again. Okay. Try again. Let's try again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's a voice in our head. And sometimes we don't listen to the voice in our head.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
I'll be here as long
A
as I
room
want.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have
wherever he
mysteriously
wants.
vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
They're really good
Really
paintings.
worth it.
I'm leaving because I want to leave. Because I
But
want to
eager
leave.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah. Establish dominance.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh. Huh. Ooh. Huh. Ah. Huh. He was upset. That's fine with us. We don't care.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
We don't care.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Did
This
I
is it,
forget about
Stanley.
her?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's she? Is there someone waiting for me? Did I forget about them? I'm sorry. Ooh. There's someone around? Someone other than just me? Oh,
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
yes. I can trust her.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Yeah. He lied. He lied. Mm-hmm. He lied to me. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Well, what does he have to say? Because now he lied to me, I'm upset.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Jobs are important too. Sometimes you love your job. Sometimes you love your job a lot, and you care about it and you worry about its safety.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I'm not gonna press the button now. This is the meanest voice. Well, not the meanest. Oh, I can't leave. It won't let me leave. Huh. He won't let me leave.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
He can do
and
it.
each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
He can do it. He wants to be free.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Oh, if that happened
The
to me, I would
thought
die.
excited him terribly.
That makes me scared. But Stanley is a different person with different voices in his head.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
I saw
And
the
down
mind
another was a
control.
game with a
Mind
baby.
control.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Parable. You're right, it is getting dirtier.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
He's messing with me. He's messing with me. I don't know what to pick. If I pick it, I'm gonna be at the beginning again, and I'll be further away from being free.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
The end is never. Okay. We're gonna get Stanley outside this time. This voice is bad and mean. And we can make our own decisions to go outside if we want to. And that's what we're gonna do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Shut
could
up.
it mean? Stanley
hush.
decided to go to the meeting room.
You
Perhaps
hush.
he had simply missed a memo.
Leave me alone.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm doing it this time. Not because you told me to.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
I
boss's
remembered where the
office,
stairs
hoping he
were.
might find an answer there.
We're gonna
Coming
go
to a staircase, Stanley walked
downstairs.
upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't want to get crushed again, but come on. Yeah.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Car.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
I don't know how to
admitting
drive,
he had left his
but
post
Stanley
during work
probably
hours.
does.
He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for
It's
no
okay to
reason
be a
at
little
all.
crazy, Stanley.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer,
Did
an
I actually
explanation.
say that?
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
Okay.
the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Exit.
How could it be?
We did it.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Wait.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now
The
as he's
car, it
ever
won't let
been in
me
his
in.
life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Still.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond
What?
a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he...
Don't think. Just go. Just
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of two
This
open
way, this
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wait, what? No.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase,
Downstairs?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Upstairs.
office.
Don't let the voices control you.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud
Tell me
to
the numbers.
nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers
No,
on the
tell me
boss's
the numbers.
desk,
I'm not doing
pulling
that.
books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
You keep saying the same things. Elevator. If I hit up, it won't let me. 8008. I'll try that one next time. Trapped with me? But if I get outside, he'll be outside too. So why isn't he helping me?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Go back? The doors close behind me. I'm not gonna escape because then I die. The narrator doesn't want the things I do. What does the narrator want?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I'm not scared of this anymore. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna help Stanley, even if he's being mind controlled.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
He's an asset. He's an asset and he doesn't even know. At least Kane told me. Can he leave? Is the narrator his doctor? His doctor is so mean. I don't think I'm in there. 50. They don't have any letters. Just numbers. There's an F in my name. 50FI3. Well, this doesn't have that.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. Does that do anything? I don't think that broke it. How do I break it? No. Get down. What's this? Turn it on? It all says offline. Turn off the power. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I think we won.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
We did it. Wow. That was a fun game. That was really fun. That was good. It's funny that I'm back here though. I guess I could keep exploring. But we won. I'm so happy. I felt like I could really taste it. I felt like I could just... I listened to the voice the whole time. I don't think I disobeyed it at all. Should we do it again?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's why. That's what you get when you listen to the
When
voice.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On the left. I didn't listen last time, but he tricked me. But it was okay, because he showed me the outside.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it.
4 or 5.
2-8. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
It's okay, he told us again.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
And then we went down. 2, 8, 4, 5. Nice. My voices are smarter than Stanley's voices.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
He did. We did. We found out that we were,
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an
it's called
employee in the building,
but
Stanley's
it's an
co-workers.
asset.
The lives of so
It's kind
many
of like a
individuals
lie.
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them,
thought he was
eternally
working,
monitored in
but
this
he
place
wasn't.
where freedom meant nothing.
Yeah. But not anymore.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe. Different kind of asset.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking,
I wasn't
eating,
here last
working,
time.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There's something over there. Oh, I didn't press all of the buttons before. Oh, I can't. It won't let me. Yeah. 1, 2. Now I know how to get out. I can look around. Oh, where's 3? That's 5. 1, 2. 3. Can I go here? Nope. Free everyone. Yeah, I guess it's not fair if only I'm free. I think 4 is there, but I don't know how to get it. Does it say 4? I think it does. Oh. I wonder why I can't go through. I know how to get out now, so it's okay. Maybe we should just get out again. This is my favorite game. There's stairs? Yeah, there are a lot of stairs. But I can't go on those stairs. It won't let me. See? Look. I can't. And I can't jump. I am interested what will happen if I pressed 4. Maybe it would let everyone be free. Although that was dangerous last time. Maybe we should just see the outside again. That was the best thing ever.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty.
No, I know what's gonna happen.
Was it over?
You wonder what will happen if we push on? It was already on.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
This is the best
And yet,
game.
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
It was
How had he
offline?
been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building
Yeah, it
hold?
did say it was
But
offline.
as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not
be
been to
outside
understand,
again.
but
It
to
wasn't
let
fully
go.
powered on or
No
off.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
But look,
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin,
look.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Wow. I almost never win games twice in a row. The last time that happened was never, I think. That was incredible. Maybe we can go outside again. I like this story because it's about someone who listens
When Stanley
to
came to a
voices
set of 2 open doors,
and then goes
he entered the
outside.
door on his
What?
left.
Something different happened? Oh no. That's okay, I just want to see outside again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Oh boy.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
We're gonna see outside again. It's my favorite part of the game. You listen to the
Stanley
voices.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read
No
Mind
escape.
Control Facility.
That's what Stanley does. And then Stanley hits
The
it.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I remember.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom means everything.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions
Try and
had
change her
been
choices
manipulated
before she
to
gets
accept it
addicted to the same
blindly?
ending over and over.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
This
Never.
poor girl will
It was
trap herself in a
unthinkable.
loop.
Wasn't it?
There are more
Was it even
lessons for her to
possible?
learn.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
something
eating, working.
Outside.
All of it monitored and
Outside,
commanded
outside,
from
outside,
this
outside,
very
outside,
place.
outside,
And as the
outside,
cold
outside.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
can see
exert
more
its
when we're
terrible
outside.
power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
On brings more. We might start over again. Outside is still there. Okay. If you're supposed to listen to the voices because of this story, then listening to the voices will be good here too, right? Voices can help. They can help you get outside. So can Kane.
Oh, Stanley.
That's
You
why I
didn't
want
just
you to
activate
meet
the
Kane.
controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Oh,
If you want to throw my story
Yeah.
off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
what?
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation
Every
system.
time I don't listen, I
In the
die.
event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
But-
nuclear
okay.
detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire
I
complex.
changed my mind.
How
Outside.
long until
I changed
detonation
my
then?
mind.
Let's
Okay,
say...
super on.
2
Supercharged. What?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You
Okay,
are the star.
okay.
It's your story
I
now.
can't run any
Shape it to your
faster.
heart's desires. Oh,
What?
this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Don't
I
have to.
erased them.
3 or 5?
I turned off the machine. I set you free.
5.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Right.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it
No.
burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take
Why
back the
5?
control
What about
wrested
5?
away from you, it's quite rich. I
The
almost
doors
hate
are
to see
open. I
it
shouldn't
go.
be pressing the buttons.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the
I'm
next
sorry,
go-around
Stanley.
will be
2.
even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra
Where was
time on the
3?
clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
5.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I didn't.
Stanley,
No.
you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
No.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom
Sorry,
and
I'm
then
not
nothing.
smart.
No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
I lost really bad. I thought I pushed the buttons. I thought that would do it. Back to 427. That's our real number. 427. Thank you.
The illusion of control is cruel, isn't it?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Should I stop? Should I go back? Oh, the doors keep closing. I forgot.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
door's
a wave
always
of
closed behind
disbelief,
me.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can hit escape and restart it anytime I want.
Keep directing her elsewhere.
Okay.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new
If you can.
passageway. Kill surprise.
This girl is addicted to the trees.
Hey, he remembered. Maybe the narrator is actually your friend because he wants to get you to the outside every time. And he gets kind of upset. Like, actually, he gets really
Stanley
angry
walked
if you
straight
don't
ahead
go
through the large
outside.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
The loop is controlling me.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
The narrator is your
What
friend.
horrible secret did this
Isn't that a
place
pleasant
hold?
thought?
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to
A
find out?
Metaphor. Narration is Kane. Kane doesn't sound like that.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and
But we
Stanley,
like
one of
the-
them, eternally
like the
monitored
outside,
in this
though.
place
We've never
where
seen it
freedom
before.
meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Break the routine.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
A lot of
Was
video
this the only
games are
reason he
actually
was
the
happy
same
with his
thing over
boring
and
job?
over
That his
again.
emotions
Like
had
the
been
other games I
manipulated to
have?
accept it blindly?
Minesweeper, you can hit the restart
No,
button and it restarts.
he
even if
refused
you
to
die.
believe it. He
Kind of
couldn't
like
accept
Stanley.
it. His own life in someone else's control?
Really outside, if you
Never.
keep returning
It was
to room
unthinkable,
427?
wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yeah.
Had he
I
truly
saw it,
spent
the
his
trees.
entire
And
life
he even said it
utterly
felt good.
blind to the world?
He said that it felt good on our skin. And
But
they
here
were
was
so
the proof,
green
the heart
and
of
bright.
the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
Can you move
Walking,
outside?
eating, working, all of it monitored and
No.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past
But
began
you're
to sink
outside.
in, Stanley decided that this machinery
I
would
did. I
never
was
again
pressing W
exert its
because I wanted to
terrible
look
power
around.
over another
Can't.
human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So it's lie. I thought I pushed the buttons last time, but it didn't do anything. If I hit off, the narrator
And when at
is
last
happy.
he found the source of the room's power,
we get to see
he knew it was
outside.
his duty, his obligation,
Which is my
to put an
favorite
end
part.
to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Red herring, red herring. I don't. Those are fishes. Stanley free, or is he just saying the phrase Stanley escaped and was happy? Well, he was outside. And then when I hit on, he gets mad. Like, really mad. Why? He killed me, I think. He's the one who killed me. It's hard to tell. Oh, this is tough. What was what? Something in the corner? There more in the room? I don't think so. I don't think so. I come out here, the stairs is locked, and then I thought that I could hit 4, and all of the screens said 5. I don't know what that meant. And then it was a green 5, but oh, there's a big red one here. I didn't click that. I kind of want to see the outside again. Am I free outside? I can't move, so I might be free. But Stanley, well, I mean, I just feel like I'm free because I'm looking at the outside. But I'm really still here. Like Stanley.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. but I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
You don't think there's any way
My
to avoid
goodness,
detonation?
only 34 seconds
There's so
left.
many buttons.
But I'm
I just have to
enjoying
be
this so
smart enough.
much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
I'm being extra
These are
smart right
precious
now. I'm
additional
reading
seconds, Stanley.
everything.
Time doesn't grow on trees.
Maybe
Oh dear
there's
me, what's the matter, Stanley?
a more
Is it that you have
outside.
no idea where you're going or what
I
you're
don't think
supposed
so.
to
I
be
think
doing
I
right
won.
now? Or did you just
There's still
assume when you saw that
more.
timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
There's
I
still
mean, look
more
at
in
you.
this game.
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of
There's
the joke.
secret stuff.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Okay. Don't listen to him every time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Slow.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
W. W. W.
W.
W. Slightly fast. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I've been doing that a lot because I wanted to see the outside, but
This was not the
Not
correct
this
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
we do what we want. You hear that? Narrator. Narrator. Oh, wait. What did he say to do? Oh, no. He said to go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go here. Where should I go? Maybe this way. Well, I feel like the elevator will take me to the car. But the car was a lie. Because he didn't want me to take the car. Keep going. Both options are good. I'm gonna go this way. He's gonna get mad. Remember.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I don't have anything to open this door. I don't have a key. Screw him. Screw him. I don't know what that means,
Look,
but
Stanley, I
like
think
it.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm
Screwdriver
not your
him.
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your
Jump
trust
off
in someone
this
else can be
platform?
difficult, but the
I would
fact
die.
is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been
Should I jump now?
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please,
Hi, man.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
No,
Now,
no.
I'm not asking
Ah.
for me, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
She missed, didn't she?
Should
All of his co-workers
try
were
that
gone.
again?
What could it mean? Stanley
Poor
decided to go to
Stanley.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I mistimed it?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to
Strong.
business, Stanley took
He
the
always
first
gets
open
back
door on
up.
his left.
I like Stanley.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump. Cause death. Oh, I wish I read that before, but voices no thanks.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I have to jump.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform
that's
and
alright.
plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Sorry, Stanley. I did it again.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He
I'm
hoped it
trusting you
was.
guys
He
that I'm
hoped very
supposed to
much
jump.
that it was.
And not just keep killing Stanley. 'Cause I don't think that's very
When
fair
Stanley
to him.
came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. I have to land on the platform, and it's lined up under me.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Platform.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yeah,
I don't know
I
how to
know.
convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I saw it.
Let me
It was
prove
beautiful.
it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I know you are, but there's more to you. Danger everywhere? I do think this voice is trying to protect us for the most part. He did get us outside. Huh? He does want us happy, but sometimes us being happy isn't always doing what's best for us. Kane says not to eat rotten fruit. I love rotten fruit.
Now listen
I love
carefully,
rotten
this is
meat.
important.
I love rotten milk.
Stanley walked through the red door.
What color is better? Yeah, I agree, honey. Blue. Yeah.
Aha! Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
It's
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yeah,
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some
I don't know
feedback.
who that is. His name is
There we go.
Kevin.
A third option. This
Oh.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Third door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Yeah, I liked the new door. I liked the outside, but the new door was great too. New door.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Wow.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Oh.
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with
Maybe
this
there's
one.
more outside
Let's take a
now.
look.
Yeah. He probably knows I like the
Now,
outside.
would you say that competitive leaderboard
Oh.
helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Wow. Oh. Only the worst 3% players choose the blow door. The door. Stanley is 9328. Huh. Stanley doesn't have any friends either. Huh. With a dead rat? This is our superior, a dead rat. I think the voice is in control of this because this board is a little bit mean. I think I'm a little bit smarter than a dead rat. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I'm trapped. I'm trapped like a rat. I'm trapped like a rat. I'm gonna be a dead rat. This is why the dead rat is smarter than me. Ramen? Mousetrap. Can I fit? Oh. I can see the outside. Just a rat in the cage. Let me out! Let me out! Well, I guess it did. That or it's being mean. This game knows how to be mean. Because I can even see... Oh! I can even see the outside. But I'm actually even smarter than the game. Has let me outworked ever. Not for me. One of the voices told me about this. Yeah. Outside. Outside. Well, not really outside.
Look at that.
But outside enough.
She's learning.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, maybe that's why he's an asset, because he has time powers and voices in his head like me. Four B3. We've never been there, but we can see that it exists. Stand on the desk again. Oh, I think I moved past the desk. Let me see. It's really hard to stand on the desk. Look at it at just the right point. How the mighty have fallen. I can kind of read some of the words, even though they're small. I can't stand on the desk again. And maybe if we find a card, we can open that door. I remember that there was a card. Or a key. Oh. 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 Ah. It remembered from last time. There's a desk in the first office that I can stand on.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't remember how to stand on the desk. Nope. Nothing. Okay. I see more stuff there. Oh.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Let's try it again. Let's try to not.
The
die
lounge was
again.
grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
Stanley.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
this again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Cargo. I wish I could make that cargo. 2B4, 2B5.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
We didn't go through the red door last time. Maybe we can listen to him this time. I want to do this again though.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
He feels happy too. And there's space. Wow. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is different than the outside and it's still beautiful. It's stars. Oh, this is even better than the outside. Wow. Whoa. Oh, they're green now. It's like a black hole up there. Yeah, there's no stars at the top part. That's where there should be the most stars. That's weird. Beautiful. I'm happy I got to see this. I don't know. Wow. Wow, all these colors. Wow. I'm happy we got to see this. If we went to the outside, we would have never seen this. What's in here?
No, wait. Where are you going?
Now she's getting it.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I can come back. It's okay, Mr. Narrator. There's more.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
It's okay.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh. Is there something else here? Kane says we shouldn't hurt ourselves.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
I can't be here forever, though. Oh, it is beautiful. Yeah. He did
No.
say that, didn't he?
What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
He said that he killed some of my
You heard me
friends.
before, didn't you? You will die. What
No, I
about
don't
this
have
isn't
any
getting
friends.
through to you? No! Oh, thank God.
Stanley, are you okay?
lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? No.
We're okay enough to
No,
walk.
no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
Sorry,
Can you do that
Stanley.
for me?
Oh,
My
Stanley's
God.
hurt.
Is this really how much you dislike my game?
I'm
That
sorry.
you'll throw
no.
yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
No.
You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I
No.
reading the
Intertwined by
situation
fate,
correctly?
whether they like it or not.
Ah.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
That's whoa. I guess hurting yourself is a choice. Oh. Maybe we can see the stars again one more time.
Do you
Narrator.
actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
It's okay. We could see something beautiful again one more time.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
It's okay. It's alright. But we can't be here forever. Like Caleb and Cain. You said they were dating. Together forever.
No.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
That was really sad. I think the narrator wants to be outside too. That's why he's so happy every time that we're outside.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
He
it
doesn't
mean?
want to be here forever.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe we're the bad guy. We're the one keeping the narrator here. We're the one who is hurting the narrator by hurting ourselves.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
He built the star room for you. If he wanted to be outside so badly, he'd build more outside levels. That's true. The star room was amazing too. He built it himself. That's oh. New content. Okay.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
New stuff. That's what new content means. New stuff. Oh, where are we going?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I didn't know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
We have a
The
Ultra
Stanley
Deluxe.
Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
He's delighted too. He's delighted for the deluxe.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Elevators can be special. This is... Oh, it's not moving.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe mostly tedious.
I was gonna
It's
say
as
it was
if
pretty good.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I gotta be patient.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see. It's the jump circle.
Ah. I couldn't jump. More. More. Oh, I can't jump anymore. Ah. Well, that was fun. That was great. No more. Okay. Wow.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
He's so excited. But also, he's not impressed very much. Oh!
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
Complain.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
I guess he
What do you
does like
say,
it.
friend?
I thought he didn't like it because it sounded like he didn't for it, but I guess he did. Oh. What? This isn't what it's supposed to be like. This is what it's supposed to be like. What? Oh?
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Can we see him? Screw him. Remember? That was funny. Huh?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned
He's
out to
still
be? Well, it
upset.
got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
In the vents. Oh. Oh. Whoa.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wow, look at these flowers. And we can be outside and walk. There was more. There was even more. Wow. Wow. I can't go over there. Flowers. Oh, too bad it's not night. Wow. It's not as green as the other outside. Ooh.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh. Oh. He taped it. He really cares a lot about this game. I guess because he helped make it, or he's making it. Smile because it happened. Huh? You know, just because you haven't played a game for 5 years doesn't mean that you were able to go outside. Huh. It's like winning all over again. It's like winning twice.
Dans la mémorisation, c'est sur la pluie des loups, et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour. C'est là, dans la mémorisation, où je me remémore les jours où je t'ai rencontré, mon amour. Mais ici, c'est aussi où je me souviens de la sortie de The Stanley Parable.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I think it's... I don't know, I never played the original, but there's outside here. So, I like this. Hard work. Good game. Great game. I'm sorry he's so sad about it, but I'm really, really, really liking it. This is the first time I've ever played this game. Maybe he played it so much he forgot how good of a game it is.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I wish I was stronger in this game so I could jump and move stuff. Yeah, I heard birds. I didn't see any. I was looking. I can hear them.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
We can. Oh.
Wait.
It opened.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
It's dirtier. It's still outside. It's different. Not everywhere outside looks the same. So he liked the reviews that said the game was good. Oh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Rain. Sometimes when I'm taking a shower, I like to imagine that it's rain.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
That's what that is. That's
These black
thunder.
marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
I've heard
Like I
about
let these
thunder
people
a lot,
down. Perhaps
but
the
I've never
Stanley
really
Parable
heard it.
isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
It sounds kind of like when they do the cleaning of the filter sometimes, it goes like that. So I've heard things that sound thunder-y. And this, wow. Huh? Another
What's
one.
this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Seagulls. Because we're by the water, by the sea. It won't let me walk around more. I feel like I'm really outside. I want to climb on top of there to see the birds better. I want to jump in the water. Oh, ah. Oh, what? Oh. Back inside. That was great. I don't know why
And
he keeps
here it
complaining
is.
about
Go
the
ahead
game.
and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped.
Boop.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe...
Okay.
Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Still talking.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
I'm sure
Not a
Rift
single
would love an
person to
asset
speak
like
with.
this skip
And
button.
you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after
How long
a
was
year.
I gone
Have
this
you ever
time?
sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest
But you
longing to
didn't
undo
learn
the past.
Just
And
stop
when that feeling
talking.
had begun to subside, what took its place?
It's quiet now. Did he die? I don't think he can die. I think he finally learned that he didn't have to talk all the time. Look at the button. Nothing. Oh, the clock's broken. I push it again. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack.
Oh, he's gone again. I don't know.
The end is never the end, 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 is never.
It's still okay, we can restart whenever. It's breaking. Break me out. Break me out. Huh. Plants grew. They're like berries. More. Oh. Hmm. Oh. I think we're really free. Me too, but I love it. I've been outside so many times, and it looks different every time. But there have never been any people. Not once. I'm not outside anymore. Oh. We're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Original.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
she missed
disbelief,
it.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I saw.
Here's the door, just go.
I just want to make the narrator happy one more time and be outside again. This is great. I feel like I
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
It didn't let me.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a skip button more. It's just in that one spot. At least we got to see the outside when we took it.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this... blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
It's gonna happen.
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Shit. Kane is coming. His timing is uncanny.
Hello? I didn't get to go through. What's happened? Proxy? Proxy? Someone's coming. Who's coming?
We'll be
Kane.
back next week. Same time, same place.
Hey Sophie, I'm back.
How did you
And
know?
your vitals are off the walls again.
Kane! It's happened again. I heard the voices again.
At the same day and time as they were last week. Interesting.
Yeah. Ah, we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We were talking the whole time, even though you weren't here, and they said that they were gonna stick away. They said they were gonna stick around this time, and we've been playing games on Proxy too.
Proxy.
See you again next week.